Becoming unlabeled. Releasing the need to define, explain, or categorize who you are. Welcome back. I'm Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and this is the Identity Portal series. This is the final portal, and perhaps the most misunderstood one, because it's not about healing through understanding. It's not about replacing one identity with a better one. It's about walking away from the idea that you need to be labeled at all. It's about becoming spiritually, energetically, and socially unlabeled. We live in a world obsessed with definition. People ask, what do you do? What are you? What's your sign? What's your diagnosis? What's your trauma type? How do you identify? And we're conditioned to answer quickly, confidently, and in a way that makes others comfortable. But what if the real power isn't in knowing what you are, but in no longer needing to say? Being unlabeled is not about invisibility. It's about energetic autonomy. It's about reclaiming the right to exist without having to fit into any category, explanation, or system of logic. Labels exist to help others make sense of you. But the moment you accept a label, even a flattering one, you step into a contract. That contract carries expectations, timelines, social roles, and sometimes spiritual restrictions. Let me be clear. This is not about rejecting all language. It's about releasing identification as the primary form of spiritual navigation. The soul doesn't need a label. The soul is already known by frequency. It doesn't speak English. It speaks vibration. And vibration doesn't ask for a resume or a backstory. It simply is. The moment you no longer need to be described, you become energetically untouchable. No projection can land. No stereotype can trap you. No insult or praise can steer your compass. Because your field is no longer trying to be something. It's just expressing from essence. This portal often opens after identity death. When the old mask has fallen. When the roles no longer fit. When all the healing has been done, and there's nothing left to work on, only something left to be. But becoming unlabeled can feel lonely at first. Because the world is addicted to category. If you can't be labeled, people may not know how to place you. That's okay. You're not here to be placed. You're here to be free. So how do you step into this portal? Step 1. Observe every time you introduce yourself using an identity. I'm an artist. I'm a generator. I'm a survivor. I'm an introvert. Watch how fast it happens. Watch how uncomfortable silence becomes when you don't offer a descriptor. That discomfort is the spell unbinding. Step 2. Speak the separation. Say aloud. I am not a category. I am not a case. I am not a type. I am a soul expressing frequency in a temporary form. My energy precedes my explanation. Step 3. Feel what's left. When you no longer explain who you are, what energy rises? At first, it may feel like a blank slate. That's not emptiness. That's neutrality. That's the real you before story. Step 4. Practice presence without context. In conversations, in spaces, in online bios, in self-talk, resist the urge to narrate your existence. Say less. Be more. The people meant for your field will feel it. Not because they understand you, but because they resonate with what cannot be labeled. Step 5. Protect the portal. The moment you stop identifying, others will try to label you again. They'll say you're difficult, mysterious, inconsistent, too deep, too vague, too much, too little. Don't fall back into definition just to make others comfortable. That's not your job anymore. You didn't come here to be a list of traits. You came here to be a living, breathing, vibrating expression of source. There is no label that can hold that. No chart that can explain it. No diagnosis that can summarize it. And no identity that can contain it without collapsing it into something smaller. So here's your closing invocation. I release the labels assigned to me. I release the labels I claim to survive. I release the need to explain who I am. I am not the mask. I am not the name. I am not the role. I am energy, embodied. I am essence, unbound. I am frequency, unnamed, and that is enough. You don't need to be described, you only need to be felt, and those who are meant to feel you, will. Welcome back. I'm Adeline Atlas, 11 times published author, and this is the Soul series, where we go beyond the surface of self-help, beyond the noise of the mind, and straight to the intelligence of the soul. This is not a motivational series. This is a remembrance, a return to the part of you that never forgot why you came here, even when the world tried to make you forget. If you've been searching for your purpose, your clarity, your power, not just on paper, but on a soul level, this is the series that delivers it. We're not playing small here. This is spiritual science meets divine design, a roadmap for awakening, alignment, and mission. Here's what's inside. Soul Game. Discover your purpose by design. Life is not random. It's a map, and your soul came in with a blueprint. In this module, we dive deep into the soul's architecture, why you're here, what you're built for, and how to stop surviving and start living by design. This isn't a guessing game. It's your coded mission. Soul surgery, the work of iconic soul surgeons. You've heard of heart surgery. But soul surgery? That's legacy work. This session explores the sacred role of soul surgeons, those who guide others through identity death and spiritual rebirth. We break down how true soul-level transformation happens and why it's the most powerful healing work on earth. Soul portals, life, death, and iconic transitional moments. Every soul enters and exits through a portal, but most people miss it. This module teaches you how to recognize soul portals, births, deaths, awakenings, relationship ruptures, and treat them as sacred rituals, not random chaos. This is where real magic lives. In the thresholds, miracles are real. You've been trained to believe in logic, but the soul operates through synchronicity, serendipity, and sudden shifts. This lesson rewires your mind to expect the impossible, because when your soul is aligned, the universe responds. We break down real miracles, real patterns, and how to become a magnet for the miraculous. Right sight, perception, and reality. The world you see is not the only world there is. This powerful teaching dives into the mechanics of spiritual perception, how your lens creates your life. You'll learn how to reprogram your sight to align with truth, not trauma. Because when you see clearly, you create cleanly. In-tune soul, sensory intelligence, and inner feedback systems. Your soul is always speaking. The problem is, most people have been trained to ignore it. In this module, we decode the human feedback systems, the energetic chills, the gut pulls, the emotional radar that lets you know what's true. You'll learn how to tune in with surgical precision and follow your soul in real time. This isn't spiritual fluff. This is soul-level precision training for the modern mystic. Whether you're in a rebirth, a dark night, or finally ready to step into what you really came here to do, the Soul series will take you there. This is the map for the ones who were never meant to fit in, because they were meant to lead. If you've been waiting for your signal, this is it. The Soul series is open now. Your soul remembers. Now it's your time to remember too. Let's move.